Chairman Bob Goodlatte, FBI counsel in the room, instructed Mr. Strzok not to answer many questions by Christina Layla for the GatewayPundit.com. Trump-hating FBI official Peter Strzok was issued a subpoena last week in order to appear before the House Judiciary Committee for a deposition Wednesday. Strzok appeared voluntarily as a way to evade the subpoena and gave a closed-door deposition. House Judiciary Chairman Bob Goodlatte said Wednesday evening in an appearance on Fox News that, unfortunately, the FBI counsel in the room has instructed Mr. Strzok not to answer many questions. Well, we'll be raising questions with the FBI and the Department of Justice. Why is it that their counsel is instructing Mr. Strzok not to answer questions, Goodlatte said there. Goodlatte said that the FBI counsel advising Strzok to refuse to answer pertinent questions is inappropriate and not helpful to their investigation. On the hearing, Representative Goodlatte on the hearing with embattled FBI agent Peter Strzok. Unfortunately, the FBI counsel in the room has instructed Mr. Strzok not to answer many questions.
So what did you hear in there from Peter Strzok today?
Well, it's a confidential briefing, but I can tell you this, that we're now in the 10th hour and we have still many more questions to ask. However, unfortunately, the FBI counsel in the room has instructed Mr. Strzok not to answer many questions. And that's going to be a serious problem moving forward. So we'll be raising questions with the FBI and with the Department of Justice about why it is that their counsel is instructing Mr. Strzok
Can you give us a sense of what kind of questions he declined to answer?
These are questions that are central to our investigation related to primarily, we're asking questions about his central role in both the investigations related to Hillary Clinton and the investigations related to the Trump campaign and so-called Russia collusion. And these are questions not about the substance of that second investigation, but about the process of his getting involved in that. And they're advising him not to answer those questions. I think that's inappropriate and certainly not helpful to our investigation in the Congress.
Representative Ron DeSantis, who attended Strzok's deposition, told Sarah Carter on Wednesday that it was a waste. Strzok is full of it, and he kept hiding behind the classified information excuse. Strzok also said in the interview he had no political bias and his text exchanges were intimate exchanges between friends. Representative Meadows is not buying it. CNN reporter Manu Raju said Peter Strzok is still being grilled in the House. Strzok is expected to go to a classified session tonight to discuss the Russia probe. Here's his tweet here. Peter Strzok, who came in at 10 a.m., is still being grilled in House. He's expected to go to classified sessions tonight to discuss Russia probe. GOP says they've learned new things. Dems dismiss it. Mr. Strzok is saying the same things he said over and over again, Cummings said. Peter Strzok was escorted out of the FBI building 2 weeks ago. However, he is still employed in human resources. So what's going on here? Attorney General Jeff Sessions said in a radio interview last Thursday, Strzok lost his security clearance. The House Judiciary also announced Peter Strzok will be publicly testifying soon. Yeah, we just put that clip up.
The first interview, however, on Wednesday is a closed deposition.
Right.
We do plan to have a public hearing in a short while after that.
So I was just going to say, this is not a public hearing. It will be transcribed. Will the public be able to understand what he says, some of his answers after this closed meeting?
We'll have a public hearing in which he will be called to testify and answer questions in public. This is a deposition, and of course there are both classified and unclassified materials involved in this, and this helps us to separate that out. But the fact of the matter is, we want to know what he has to say. We want to know it now. It furthers our investigation, and once we have finished those sorts of interviews, then we're going to have public hearings, and he certainly will be a central figure in those hearings as well.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, because this is just buying time, giving everybody the runaround, having this hearing, the other hearing, and getting nowhere fast. But what are you going to do? We'll keep you updated. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.